Good afternoon. Welcome to one more episode of AwakeNomada. Today I am in East London with a fantastic artist. My name is Paola Gomez. Today I am your host, and the quote of the day is from our actual guest. Her name is Husna Parvin. This quote comes from a painting that she did called Finding My Own Freedom. So it says like that. The day I accept myself with all my failures and my success, all my bitter and sweet memories, was the day that I found my own freedom. This space is yours. Please tell us about you.
Hi, I'm Husna Parvin. I'm a painter, artist, a mother. I don't want to forget, I'm a mother. I have 3 children. So I was born and brought up in Bangladesh. I started drawing painting since I was young child, like maybe 7, 8, I forget. Basically, before I write alphabet, I start drawing.
Okay.
Whatever material I find, the place I was born, there's not enough material.
Okay.
But I use nature to draw on the sand, or I find a chalk. So the things are inspired by the beautiful landscape of Bangladesh, for a sunset on a paddy field and everything. Since then, I've been painting, and now working in the community.
Okay.
I came here in UK 1992. It's been a long time. When I came here, I'll say I didn't start painting straight away. The reason was I have a young children to look after. Also, learning English as a second language was a quite challenge for me. But then I started going to language classes. Over there, I found drawing, painting, and photography. I studied photography 1 year as well.
Really?
Yeah, digital. Yeah.
We are on the same team.
Yeah, I understand photographer journey as well.
Okay.
So since then, I've been connecting with art, and then once I gained my confidence, everything, and I started working in the community.
It's very interesting for me finding you, like when we went to these workshops that Bablu does, because actually we met through organization that is called Trapping Someone, and the Bablu is the person that drives it, like he does events and everything, so she goes and do workshops for painting, and I find it beautiful. I find it impressive because we had like a white paper kind of Canva thing, and she was just doing it so spontaneously. It was like I didn't know she was an artist. So I find it very impressive because I love drawing, but I take a long time to do. I like drawing portraits, for example. So I find it very long. For me to finish one portrait, it takes me days. And I remember that paint that you did of a woman with some flowers. And I was like, that is so... And you were just like... And I was like, what is this? Very, very beautiful. And also I felt very curious because I haven't seen Muslim artists very much. So I don't know if that is because I'm not in the community, or because it can be that ignorance as well, because I'm no, like I have been in Muslim countries, and I have studied the Islam a little bit because I went to do a volunteering program, and I had to learn the basis so that I know how to respect the people and the country I went, but I didn't went into culturally, artistically, how you express yourself. So I really want you to tell me, or to take me out of this ignorance that I hold at the moment, and tell me a bit about how is it to be a Muslim artist, and what is how the artist moved in your culture.
So as I mentioned, I was born and brought up in Bangladesh. I'm Muslim. There's a lots of Muslim artists in this country, because maybe I can share my own personal journey.
Of course.
Most of the time we don't share much, in media and social media, but many artists, especially artists, we want to work like a background kind of things. We don't go to media.
Okay.
That's why maybe we can go to media and tell ourselves, and it will be a kind of distraction as well.
Okay.
Like you're not practicing enough.
Yes.
Again, I believe if you love something, there is a way of out there. It's not the religion not holding you. My religion is not telling me, oh, Husna, don't go out and don't practice, artist. But there is a boundaries. There is something I need to follow as a religion or the place, the culture as well. So, for example, some galleries, if drinking and everything, I need to. I set up my boundaries, so I know where to go. Still, I can practice. There is so many beautiful Islamic art. Geometric art, calligraphy is one of like.
That is something that I admire a lot.
Yeah, calligraphy. I do calligraphy. This. So calligraphy is teach you how to be disciplined. I believe I'm an artist. Art world, there is a break all the rules. I'm a kind of artist. I follow the rules. Because of the background I'm from, and my father taught me many good philosophy about how to follow discipline. If you put yourself in a boundary, still life could be beautiful. So there is a many Muslim artists, but maybe not many as. Comparing to other world or other religion. The reason is still there is a taboo kind of things. Art is not a profession, maybe. Everyone wants to be doctor, engineer, photographer. Still people think photography is not a profession. How can you are going to make money? How can you are going to pay your rent? To be honest, in art world, I believe you need to be very talented or something really ugly artwork, something you are confident about it. Otherwise, there is no place in between an artist. I hope I answer your question.
It's definitely, it's very interesting because what you say about you not going in media and doing it in the background, that is very interesting because there is actually a lot of artists that work that way. They just want to do the art because they really want to do it and not because they want to get known. It's just for the joy of doing art, and if you have the chance of working in art, that is even better. So that was a very great point of view, which I didn't have. And actually, before coming here, I was reading about a Palestinian artist. She was born in Palestine and she went to New York, and she has a exhibition. Is very old. Is an old woman. So I when I was searching and reading through this artist's life, I was like, I have never searched this. Why I haven't read this? It's not that there are not. It's that I haven't informed myself on how artist is or how the art world is. But as you well said, there are some rules to follow when it comes to the cultural things that we are not aware of because we are not in that cultural set. What inspires you? Is your background part of the art that you do?
My artwork is based on nature.
Okay.
I love nature. When I was young, I used to go outside just to see the greenery. Bangladesh is very green. So after my school, I always go to a river bank just to see, boats is coming and going. And then I used to watch the reflection on the water. It makes me calm and relax. Okay. For example, watching a dragonfly will be amazing for me than watching TV. Nowadays, still, I don't watch TV much. I watch nature. So my work is based on nature. I love watching colors. First thing I notice, I'll watch, for example, I can see the beautiful roses and the combination of pink and the lilac. It has a great impact on the color palette. So I love nature, and nature has always inspired me. Now I'm in London. London is a great city still. When I feel bored or anything, something I need, I go to local park just to observe nature, and there's amazing. I'm curious with the shape of the flowers or shape of the leaves, and I try to draw it on my own interpretation, how I see it, and then where light is coming from, where the shadow is, just to make it 3D kind of things. It's my own challenge and own fun. I can watch a swan all day, maybe, just to see how beautiful it is.
Wow.
So, the shape inspired me as well, the different shape. on the how the shape is done, where the line is coming from. So line, shapes, like all artists, visual artists.
Yeah.
So color is I can say myself I'm a colorist. I can watch color all day.
Really?
Anything creating with color on a blank canvas makes me happy.
That's amazing.
And I love inspiring people how to draw this, and it could be such an amazing hobby.
Nature is endless inspiration because it's so diverse as well. And well, we are in London, but London, you go a bit farther away from the city center and you can find very beautiful places where to get inspired from. London is a diverse city, it's a busy city, but as well it's very competitive. How do you find your way through? Because as an artist, or me as a photographer, it's very complicated to compete. Here is a lot of great talent. How do you do to stand out?
So a good question. Not easy to answer, but all the things I do there is a purpose. The painting, because I'm a community art facilitator. What is my purpose for going to meeting people? So I focus on well-being, because how I think painting has affected me, how helps me in my past, how to find myself. So whatever class workshop I run, there is a message. I inspire people to find a hobby and everything, and connecting with people, to giving people attention and encouraging people. So I love people. Maybe I'm lucky that people loves me, and believing in myself and other things. You'll stand out in a crowd if you're confident with the things you love. If you're a writer, if you believe in yourself, you'll find a way to stand out in a crowd, and carry on. Maybe sometimes you might feel tired after trying, but you can take a break, but come back with energy and stronger. So taking break is good, and not too disappointed. Sometimes I give myself a break when I feel, it's not working. But I go say, okay, this is my things. I love drawing and painting, and I need to be positive. The more you think about positivity, it will come out, so. My positivity attract all the things. I'll say I'm a very positive person, and maybe it's follow me. The positive energy, positive spirit.
Of course.
So I'm lucky that I feel like that, and I love my tools, drawing and painting.
That's amazing.
And maybe this, in a crowd, I feel maybe I'm different. Not different, the proud way. Just I feel I love people, and that's what I feedback from the people. And my connection, and been working in the community. It's always, my network is from mouth to mouth. I don't have a website yet. Maybe in the future I'll have. The way we meet,
Yes, definitely.
The connecting from the community, from Bablu, where trapped zone 1, you're working, I was working. So we are connecting with you love photography. That's why you here. We connect. The more you love your things, and you'll find your way.
Nowadays, where everything is online, finding this connection person to person, just like we met, is like a wow thing. It's like, wow, I met someone, we spoke about this. To me, that is very exciting. Like, if I go to a workshop or whatever, I prefer it in person. I prefer to get my hands on the paint and get dirty kind of thing. But nowadays, because everything is everything is online. We need a computer for every single thing. Everything is through a camera all the time. So the connection and the networking in person is becoming more difficult. Okay, I had an interesting question here, which I haven't done before. I have seen just in pictures this kind of art, which is called fruit carving. And you do
yes,
it? Yeah. So how do you start working in a fruit? Making art in fruit? That is the first question. And second, what is the relationship between the art and the fruit, and why?
Fruit carving is more like a drawing. If you can draw, and carving is related to drawing. So fruit carving, I get to know from a local community women's group. They introduced me, called Mohila Angon. There's a mother women's group. They run sessions weekly. So they introduced me. And I attended 4 weeks. And because I'm an artist, I just noticed how to draw and then cut the pieces. And after 4 weeks, they offer me a job. That's what I started, paid job in a community from fruit carving. The person asked me to run the session because he noticed the style of teaching, maybe they connected with me and the patient I have. When I teach, first thing notice, I need patient with my student. I encourage my student, not only one question, you can ask me 100. If you are a motivated learner, I'm here to teach you.
Of course.
So this is my connection with my student and myself. So then I was working for maybe 8 years, teaching fruit carving in Tower Hamlets, different school, maybe 5 school. And then Saturday, Sunday was my business. People are ordering for wedding centerpiece and everything. Especially in Asian wedding, and not only Asian wedding, many countries is a very unique way to carve on a melon, writing bride's and groom's name. So it's very popular till then, after 8 years of trying, I stopped. Sometimes I do it special request or family occasion. The reason is I was asking myself, what do I like the most? Then I done calligraphy, fruit carving, but drawing and painting is my favorite. That's what describes me. And with brush makes me who I am. I feel it's a long-lasting, everlasting something painting. So, and I like experimenting with a brush, and fruit carving is amazing, especially watermelon. Writing your name, creating the roses on the watermelon. Wow. Using a carving knife, it's a very sharp knife. And then again, I say it's not difficult if you follow some drawing line and everything. And very therapeutic as well, because participants, when they take part, we learn fruit carving. We make sure we don't cut our fingers. So you pay attention, maybe 80% or 90% of your mind.
You're present.
Yeah, you're present. You are very present, not to because cut your finger.
Of course.
Yes.
You don't want to cut yourself.
Yeah, basically. So it's popular things on carving on a carrot.
Okay.
Making roses, different type of bird.
No, really? Roses and birds?
Roses, birds, writing name, personalized name. Fruit carving is a Thai art. We need to know where this art come from. Thailand is very ancient. Nowadays, it's not many, practice, but there is maybe. But this art is start from royal family to please the king. So after that, maybe this art was very secret before. Yeah. But by the time it become more contemporary, people are more popular and everything. People are using. If you want to stop the crowd or anything, just put in a display of fruit carving, and people will stop and admire the work. Say, wow.
I went to Thailand a while ago, and I remember that they served the food, and we went to a good restaurant, nice restaurant. They had the fruits. Now I'm remembering now. I didn't know that it was from Thailand. Wow, it's impressive. You see, this is what I love of this kind of communication, of this kind of things. You get to know the culture and the traditions and things that you don't really know. For me, fruit carving, as you're saying, is just cutting fruit. Yeah. No. And I never thought on the cultural background of that. So it's art. It's art. That art can be in so many different forms that we don't know. Is there any memorable project that you want to talk to us about? Something that you are very proud of, or that was very challenging, maybe?
One thing I exhibited, it was my solo exhibition, 2018. I was painting, it calls Hridoye Bangladesh, means inside my heart is Bangladesh, the memory. The whole painting is about landscape of Bangladesh, especially the place I am from. It was a 10 painting as a big size. I was working 6 months, and I remember I'm a mother, as I mentioned, that always a busy life, but make sure evening time I was spending time on painting. I used to go my studio and I was working my heart and soul, everything on it. And the result was amazing, and many people came. All my friends helped, especially in the exhibition. People are curious about to know Bangladesh. Where's the map of? And they ask me, show me the. Many people didn't know Bangladesh exists, and especially whenever I work for the landscape of Bangladesh or anything related from Bangladesh, I feel proud. I feel I'm part of Bangladesh. I'm representing Bangladesh. So yeah, it was solo exhibition. And
wow, that must.
And then 2021, Bangladesh was celebrating 50 years of independence.
Okay.
Yeah, Bangladesh got freedom in 1971 from Pakistan. So it's a new country. So Bangladesh was celebrating 50 years of independence, celebrating. And then I got selected to show, exhibition. There's 5 artists, female artists. I was one of them from Tower Hamlets. Again, I was painting the story of 1971. There's an exhibition in Myland Art Pavilion. So my work was based on the war, liberation war in 1971. Okay. Over there, I painted 7 paintings. So it's a different story. How especially women lose everything when war things happen. The most of the time, women suffer. The rape and losing husband, the home and everything. There's a one painting. Then what happened? The homelessness. There's a one painting. People are carrying, children and homeless. So got a quite amazing response from the young generation. Some of our children didn't visit Bangladesh yet. So the using the painting and everything, you're telling a story from your country and the place, the roots are from. They're from and I am from. So it's amazing to sharing the knowledge with the young people using paintings, and which was I was feeling proud. And even my own, I have a personal story. One painting was about my uncle. He was a freedom fighter. And then I want to dedicate it. There's a family member as well. So I was thinking, who is going to tell a story from, the generation, older generation, they fight for to achieve, to stand up, how to stand up, yes. Basically. And it inspired me, even in a new country, you don't know language, but you're right. It's important to know who you are.
What do you do with the paintings when the exhibition is over?
2018, one solo exhibition, I sold half of my painting, maybe. Yes, people came. I didn't have a website, and personally people came to buy my. And I'm lucky that people get connection, very emotional. People are hugging me. They're say, Husna, went to buy a painting. You're inspiring, and maybe they're connected. Maybe they're recognizing my struggle and my passion. And the latest one, 2021, it was from community gathering and last minute plan. I'm my own manager, I'm a painter, own promoter, and when I paint, I just focus on painting. I don't focus on I'm going to sell, what will happen. Otherwise, if you're your own manager, you're doing everything, your quality of work you lose the quality.
Talk to us about what is calligraphy, what does it mean to you, basically?
Calligraphy means discipline, and I need to tell a little story. After maybe I was 8, 9, after my father, he finished his office or his job, he will tell us, all our siblings, to sit down and have exercise, handwriting practice. He'll give us a book and just tell me, write down, I always speak the truth, same sentence, and you're just writing, and to make your writing neat and tidy. This is my best memory with my father and the writing. And it makes you to be calm when you're young, like you are hyper, and writing beautiful things makes you calm and relax. Arabic calligraphy is very popular, famous. There's 7 types of Arabic calligraphy. So I'm a learner with calligraphy. I can't give you the depth of the knowledge of the calligraphy. Calligraphy is something is beautiful. You can see how discipline is, and the writing style of it. There's a drama, like a poetry. You can see some poet is telling a story or writing something using the pen and different type of brush. And Chinese calligraphy is famous. From calligraphy, I learned discipline. Just put your mind and heart to follow the line, and a very specific brush stroke, and it has many many drama, and it looks beautiful. Bengali writing has I can compose Bengali writing because I'm from Bangladesh. I know all the alphabet, I know all the grammar, so I'm confident basically to how to write my name in different way with style and everything. I can write anyone's name with Bengali calligraphy because I know the language, all the sign and everything. So yeah, I practice both Bengali and Arabic. Islam, we have a forbidden restriction to draw the face or the body. So calligraphy is the answer to all the artistic visual art. It will you can draw and still you can practice your art using nice way to write all the letters, and that's why in mosque we are not allowed to any image of human or anything. It's forbidden any mosque. That's why when you go to mosque, you'll see geometric art is allowed. Like you'll see still it is amazing art, and you feel calligraphy is you can entertain your brain.
Yes.
The people, all the artists who loves drawing and painting, calligraphy, you'll never stop. You don't need to draw a face or anything. You'll be hooked on. Like it's so complicated and unique. So that's why when you go to mosque, you see no image. Maybe you'll notice there's some flower pattern and everything in mosaic, but most of the time it's Allah's name, different goddess, 99 names Allah. There's many surah and everything, and handwriting and unique way of. So this is the styles, and many Islamic artists who follows. They don't draw the image or anything. They're forbidden. But personally, I do, I draw sometime, but I try my best not to too much image of face or anything. Because the reason is when I was growing up, my grandma, she was very religious. And then she was, don't draw a face, anything, or she used to tell me. So many of Muslim artists, we draw a face, but not eyes or anything. We have a restriction to. So because I follow rules and I love following this, I'm not said that I'm not doing this. Art is huge subject. There's so many things, architect, calligraphy, flowers. I love flowers, so I don't feel limited. I never feel limited because I'm a Muslim and the background I have. I feel happy with the way of my style and the living lifestyle. I feel healthy and I feel, completed person, so no sadness.
There is a lot of stigma when you don't know. You don't know what is the inside of the culture of the people and how they live. And you just make up things from whatever you listen in media, whatever. And to me, the best thing is to have this kind of conversation and someone that knows to explain us how it is. It's not like what you're saying. You don't feel limited as an artist because there is endless things to do. That you're not allowed to do a body or face or whatever. Yes, but there is plenty of things. Like you can represent art in too many different ways, and the calligraphy this is very interesting. I didn't know that you weren't allowed to have. Actually, the mosque I have entered. Yes, I have entered. I have seen nothing in there. So to me, I come from a background of a Christian family, and we have images and we have this and we have that. I'm not religious as such anymore because there is a lot of conflicts on the religious side. So it's different. When I went to the mosque and I see it so clean and it is beautiful. To me, it's beautiful. Never wonder why. Why in the Christian is like that? Why in the Muslim is like that? Why the Buddhist? They all have their own ways to represent. So, and as well that art has to do as well a lot with religion. That is another thing, that art is everywhere. What would you say to inspire someone that has fear of living from art, which you work art, is your passion? And it's like there is no reason to not trying and following your dreams. So I would like you to give some advice to people of your community and to people of any community.
So everyone out there watching our podcast, I love to share my own journey. Everyone has their different journey. So the way I find my own passion, It was not easy. Nothing is easy in life. The more you believe in yourself and you go outside in the community and share your interest and keep practicing the things you like, not just dreaming and not doing the action. So you need to go out there and you do action sometime, and ask for help as well, like maybe from family, friends. There's sometimes language barrier, religion barrier, this barrier, family barrier. There will always be a barrier, but you need to break it out, like in a good way. I don't know how we are going to break this. My story was different. I was trying each day. I struggle and I find a way to how to overcome. Something I can break, but I accept slowly. So I said, oh, this is my life, and I need to practice how to overcome this, struggle and everything. When you're tired after trying this, I'll say, take a break. But when you're taking a break, take a healthy break. Come back again. On the break time, you just can read and research about the things you're doing. But come back with refreshment, refresh yourself with energy. Keep trying and find your dream. Life is not easy, but we can make it easy. Why not? Why not you try and give a go? Thank you. Thank you for watching.